My brother, I just want to find out here. We are talking about cult culture on Daily Tata, and I want to understand from you. If you are maybe a judge, and you are sitting in front of a person who has said that, I lost a brother in church because they were made to drink petrol because they were promised success, or a certain person killed my mother or my father in the name of uktwala and getting success. What kind of penalty would you impose to the culprit of such a crime?
Well, the penalty I would actually impose is that maybe 15 years, just to set an example, because basically that's murder in another form, because you intentionally, the dangers of giving people petrol or all these other things. So that's basically murder because you have the intention to do it for your own interest.
Yeah. People are desperate. Do you know that people sleep without having food for tonight or the morning?
Yeah, or they live on 10 rand.
They live on 10 rand and there's 10 people in the house, meaning it's 1 rand per person. And there's nothing you can do with 1 rand per person. Do you understand what I mean? So when someone comes and says, I'll give you 10,000 rand per person from that 1 rand, all you have to do is take this oil and put it on your left finger. People will do anything because they're desperate.
People, they don't want to take that initiative of getting to attain information for themselves. So rather, they would depend on other people to give them that information. And I think that's where the blade lines are, in people not changing things and making sure these things are factual, these things are actually going to work for them and it's not going to harm any other person. Yeah.
Is it necessary for us to regulate churches and traditional institutions to ensure that we separate who's a real pastor, who's a real sangoma from the fake ones that are into the cults?
Yeah, I believe that should be done. But in my understanding, at the same time, even if you regulate how things will generally be, I think at the end of the day, it's an individual's decision. If it's my church, it may be regulated, but I'm going to want to take my direction.
The medical profession is regulated to avoid any danger, so people can if you make mistakes, then you'll be held accountable for your actions. So everything should actually be regulated, whether it's churches, sangomas, to avoid things happening like people dying.